Ladies and gentlemen, karibu katika Gashis Kaman TV, the Talisman Black Africa. Yesterday, after he was betrayed, Raila Amolo Odinga read the Riot Act to the ODM troops. I understand he was calling each and every member of the reader who attended State House, Akina Karoli Omondi, Akina Jalangwan, the company, each had to explain why he attended. And one thing that came out very clearly is that all of them were saying that walienda pale kufuatilia miradi ya Ruto ambayo alikuwa mwahidi watu wa Luo Nyanza. And this is something that Raila did not take kindly. Again, it is also worth noting that this is something that caught Raila Amolo Odinga flat-footed. He was caught unawares. Hakuwa anajua. And he did not look like a happy man. And I understand he had to tell them his mind. So in this video, I want us to look at the options that Raila has to contain his troops. Kwa sababu huu ni wakati ambapo ni mgumu sana. Ni wakati ambapo ni wa makabiliano makali sana. Because there are some things that he need to do to ensure that ODM does not sink. Kwa sababu Ruto is not that easy. Ruto is also a very shrewd politician. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga hakuwa na habari zozote kwamba wafuasi wake wageenda kula ugali katika ikulu ya the person. He has been saying that he does not recognize, because we believe that William Samoei Ruto did not win the elections. This is something that infiltrated Raila Amolo Odinga, and the infiltration is something that Raila Amolo Odinga need to be very, very careful about. And if you have been following this channel, you remember when I was talking about, I think early last week, there's one video that I said that kuna mikakati, kuna mbinu ambazo William Samoei Ruto was using to stop Raila. And one of the methods that I said is infiltration and buying of Raila supporters. And it came to pass. So in this video, nataka kuonyesha jinsi ambavyo Raila anafaa kufanya, mambo ambayo anafaa kufanya kuhakikisha kwamba chombo chake hakijasabaratika. Because you agree with me that the boat capsizes when it is near the seashore. Now, for these guys to realize the objective, they have to follow the Raila's strategy. One thing that is coming out is that John Mbadi is also likely to resign, and Babu Owino is poised maybe to take over the chairmanship of ODM. I don't know what you think about this, because Babu Owino is very much determined to be the chairman of ODM. And again, when you look at John Mbadi is likely to be a casualty. So what is Raila supposed to do? The first thing that he's supposed to do is to use the recall clause in the constitution. If the party or if the electorate, if the voters are not satisfied with the performance, with the behavior and the moves of an elected leader, be it MCA, member of the county assembly, that is, member of the National Assembly, senator, and even the governor can be recalled. So he can use the recall clause. Though it's a bit expensive, because you need to correct signatures and occasion a by-election. If Raila take this move, I can tell you, he will tame this kind of rebellion that is happening in his backyard. Na akifanya hivi, unajua atakomesha kila kitu. One thing that I know about Raila Amolo Odinga is somebody who is ready to bite the bullet anytime. Raila Amolo Odinga ni mtu ambaye ni jasiri kabisa. And you remember when they differed with kijana wa Malwa and he formed NDP, kile ambacho alifanya ni kwamba he resigned as Langata MP and he was re-elected. So this is something that Raila, I believe, can do. And how watu ambao walienda pale, I can assure you, if in the case of a by-election, I don't think there's anybody who is going to win back his seat. So hivi ndivyo ambavyo wanafaa kufanya. Jambo lingine ambalo wanafaa kufanya is to call for elections in ODM. And elections in ODM is something that many people have been talking about. because the party need elections. The party need to be very strong in the grassroots. The party is a national party. In fact, there is no other party with the grassroots connections in this country like ODM. ODM ni chama ambacho kiko katika kila sehemu, si mlima Kenya, si Nyanza, si bonde la Ufa, kila mahali you find ODM. And I believe this is something that Baba needs to do as a matter of urgency, because the party needs structures. The party needs loyalists. The party needs supporters. The party needs officials. The party needs direction, because this is something that is affecting ODM. Now, the other thing that you need to do is to start rewarding loyalty, because what you realize is that Baba really reward loyalty, unlike William Samuel Ruto, and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta also failed to do this. And one thing that is very, very important, even in American politics, is that loyalty is key. Now, in America, if somebody is very loyal, that's the person you go for. For instance, if you ask me why he, for example, nominated this Maura, I think from Roiro, this guy who was a senator, why he nominated him is something that I've never understood. Although the aim was to see like he's favoring the disadvantaged, the minority, because by the fact that he comes from the minority group, Maura comes from the minority group, I think it was wrong, because I believe there are many royalists in ODM, in Mount Kenya, and in many places that Raila should have nominated. So if we start rewarding royalty, I can tell you, people will stick with him. People would see the need to support him. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri sana awe anajua jambo hili, kwa sababu akijua hivi ni jambo ambalo linaweza kumsaidia sana. The other thing is that he needs to call his troops to order. In fact, he needs to force them to attend the meetings, the rallies, the barazas. When I saw that majority of them, including the governors, were not attending these meetings, I realized there's a problem in ODM. And I put a video on the same. I uploaded a video about the same. And some of you told me that Raila is with the people. Yes, Raila is with the people. I agree with this. And the good thing with Raila is that the people will never abandon him. Unlike the leaders who will always betray him. And if there's one person who has been betrayed this country, it is Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga has made careers of so many people, lakini wengi wamemsaliti, wengi wamemwacha. And ili jambo moja ni sifa moja ya mkombozi. Mkombozi husalitiwa. Ukiangalia hata Yesu alisalitiwa. Ukiangalia even the closest friend, the person who thought, the people thought would not betray him, that is Simon Peter, betrayed Jesus. So this is something that is happening. And in my view, Raila needs to start rewarding royalties, need to call elections, need to do all this stuff to ensure that the party holds. The other thing that he needs to do, he needs to continue holding these meetings. He needs to continue with the agitation of the reform of the IBC, afanye mambo mengi bila kujali, bila kuogopa, because if he rent, I think he'll be finished by William Samuel Ruto. But if he continue, if he's unrelenting, I'm telling you, he'll go very far. And I'm saying, he need to call these governors to the meeting. He need to tell them, it's either with us, you are either with us or not with us. And this is what should happen. Because huu ni wakati ambapo hawa watu wanahitajika sana. Ni wakati ambapo watu wanahitajika kuwa katika mstari wa mbele. Sio kwenda kula ugali kule katika ikulu. The other thing is that Raila Amolo Odinga needs to call what I call, you need to start negotiating with some of these leaders. No, negotiation is also a skill. Because what is happening is that some of these guys are losing hope. They are despairing. Na wengi kusema ukweli, let truth be told, wanaogopa. Because they believe that Baba is on a mission to remove William Samuel Ruto from the presidency. Na sio watu wengi wanaweza kukubali hivi. Sio watu wengi ambao wanaweza kuingia katika vita vya aina hivi. Kwa sababu hivi ni vita ambavyo tunaweza kusema zitakuwa na taharuki kali, ni vita ambavyo vitakuwa na shida nyingi sana, matatizo. Many will fall by the wayside, and not many people are strong enough to go the full way. And I think the cowards will never finish the race, because I've always opined that those guys who quit, are not supposed to be in the race in the first place. And the other thing that Baba needs to do is declare Kalonzo, to support Kalonzo openly, because jambo moja balo linafanya watu waende kwa Ruto. There's a feeling that Baba is going to support Kalonzo in 2027, and that one is okay. And many people, many voters, many of his supporters are in agreement. Lakini ukiangalia wengi wa ODM hawataki jambo hili, hawakubaliani na jambo hili. And if Baba was to come out very clearly in the open and say, yes, we are campaigning, we will be supporting Kalonzo, I think that would be a good thing. Kwa sababu wengi wanaona ya kwamba ni heri William Samoei Ruto kuliko Kalonzo. But if you ask me, Kalonzo is a better choice. Kalonzo is likely to win in 2027 if he'll be supported by Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So Baba needs to do a lot. Baba also needs to use all the ways, all the mbinu zote ambazo zinafaa kutumiwa. Hata kama ni kumwaga pesa, mwage pesa. Kwa sababu, you know, the one reason why people are also moving to William Samoei Ruto is because power attracts. Unajua ni kama vile inzi anavutiwa na kidoda, ule usaha ambao unatoka kwenye kidoda ni jambo la kawaida, na ndio tunasema hata inzi kufa juu ya kidoda si ajabu na si hasara. And for them, if they lose their seats wakiwa wameshakula kile ambacho wamekula, haitakuwa hasara. Hayo ni maoni ya Gashis Command TV, the Talisman Black Africa. Remember to subscribe if you have never subscribed. And for our subscribers and our viewers, kindly like this video. This is the only way you can support this channel. And may you have a blessed day.